Here you'll find the announcements for Blackboard. Please review these periodically so you know what will be occurring during the class when we are in the asynchronous and also between classes, so that you're able to see and understand what it is that is expected of you in this course. Additionally, if you look into the discussion boards, there will be topics or items which you will be looking at and making postings to during the week. The comments on the readings as well as any other postings will be due by the Tuesday of the week following the class. So for this week's class, the first week, your comments on the readings will be due by January 19th at 3:30 p.m., the Tuesday, which would normally be an in-class session. As we go forward, we will be also posting information into other areas. Please look on the left navigation for course information. I've posted links to the online dictionary for library and information science. I have an Angry Librarian YouTube. We have some research guides from Mullen. I also have a link to the Resource Shelf blog, which is a federal blog of information sources. So you can see Gary Price is one of the key founders of this Resource Shelf. And it's a tool, since it's open access, it's a very wonderful tool for you to look through. I've also placed a review of one of the reference sources that I reviewed for Library Journal in there. I've placed a slide share presentation from Stephen Abrams. He's someone that I would recommend you follow as time goes forward. He is changing jobs right now, but he was previously the strategic director of Circe Dynix, which is an online an integrated library system, which a lot of the public libraries tend to use. So I would keep it. He's now moving, I think, to OCLC, Online Catalog Library Center, which is a union catalog of a variety of sources, which you will be using from time to time, depending on where you work. And then I've placed instructions for Blackboard 101 for students, all under course information. Please go in there and see what's available. These are going to be sessions that will help you in your studies. Under course documents, I have posted PowerPoints for lectures. I've also included in here a definition of what is considered scholarly publications. It's a reference source of definitions. I've included a class schedule and a report from the ALA Conditions of Libraries. So periodically I'll be posting things in here. So please go through. This is your library. It is actually a digital library that'll support you in your course work for CLSC. And here under assignments, of course, it's pretty self-explanatory. You'll find your assignments. We've discussed the discussion board, but please make sure you go in and look at what's in here. I actually have posted an area for class and procedure questions, so you can post it there, and if your colleagues in the class already know the answer, they can feel free to post. I hope to engage and inform you and empower you to become your own self-driven learner. I will be the facilitator of your learning and placing a lot of information sources and services in this online virtual library, and my expectation is that you will be reviewing it and learning from this information. I've also placed in here a posting for your field study reports. Again, they will be due by Tuesday, January 19th, with the expectation at a minimum you put a PowerPoint presentation in here. If you feel comfortable with doing a blog or a podcast or a YouTube, please feel free to do that. And I've also placed some instruction in here about locating e-journals in Aladdin, which is the Mullen Library online public access catalog, as well as some information about searching strategies. So please go through here, look at what's here. It's a resource. Again, this is a resource as you go forward, whether you're going to be a reference librarian, technical services librarian, or whatever you might decide to do. It's important for you to understand search strategies, sources, services, and what the actual universe of availability is there, whether it's online, free and open on the web, whether there are online databases which are purchased from vendors, whether it's OCLC, WorldCat, there are lots, whether it's Resource Shelf, whether it's the Internet Public Library. There's so many different resources out there that you will need to be aware of so that you can easily and successfully fulfill your roles wherever you might be in the library world. This communication area is for a way for you to link in announcements, collaboration. You can actually go into the collaboration area and have a whiteboard where you as groups could communicate virtually. So if that's something you're interested in, I think I've placed some instructions in the Blackboard about how that is done. There's a discussion board, there's group pages which I haven't used, a roster, sending emails. You can send emails to your classmates through Blackboard. We have a voice board as well as a podcaster, so a lot of this is all set up if you would choose to use that. I haven't placed anything in any external links at this point. I think I've used the course information for external links. And again, we have the tools, which is somewhat of somewhat like the communication, but there's an address book, a calendar, a digital Dropbox, grades, etc. And here in the syllabus, this is your syllabus. I will be making some updates to the syllabus as we go forward. This is a work in progress, and so I will be updating it with locations and content. We will be doing some reference questions where I will be posting 3 questions and you will choose one. You will answer the question. You will indicate the source where you located the answer to the question and indicate why you did that. And as we go forward, there'll be projects. I will put those in here and discussion areas, and then library resources, which I think I've discussed before, but we have the COA libraries, we have classification systems. I have a brief link to the Library of Congress subject headings, and if you can get an actual Word version here, but these are the general categories which you need to refer to from time to time to understand how the subject headings are established in catalogs. I have a Dewey Decimal tutorial for those that you are going to be going into school library media. Dewey Decimal is the standard there. And if you notice on Blackboard, we have a library tab here where, again, it boots you up into the library, the COA library homepage. So hopefully Blackboard will be your friend. You will be using it consistently throughout the course. So I hope that you will find it as a useful tool as we go forward in our studies. Once again, I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.